And welcome to another edition of Tiger Talk. We've made it through week 10 of the regular season. Playoffs are up next. I'm Stewart Shelby, and I'm joined, as always, by Neville head football coach Mike Collins, and we are at Melvyn's Restaurant right here on Oliver Road in Monroe. We're going to hopefully have a few more of these as we get through the playoffs. Coach, as you can join us if you want to watch us live, we'll be here every Wednesday at 6:30 through the end of football season. Well, Coach, Week 10 didn't go the way we wanted it, but the Tigers finished the season a very respectable 9-1 and finished number one in the Division I non-select power ratings. But I know that's not what you were thinking about Friday night when we go down to Alexandria.
I don't think that was anybody was thinking about the same that. And I mean, it was one of those deals where, we just didn't do a good enough job of getting our team ready, and that's on me. And our players, they're going to base everything off of what we do and how we do it. And I got to do a better job of getting our guys ready to play. And we're going to make sure that doesn't happen again. And not the result we wanted. But obviously, anytime you can win 9 games in a season, in a 10-game schedule, pretty good year. And I think that's the thing that's most frustrating for us, as a team, is the fact that, you get opportunity to go 10-0 very few times. Mm-hmm. And, we had that opportunity and we let it slip away. But we're not going to harp on that because, now it's one and done. Yeah. So maybe we got ours out of the way and we can continue and get back on the path we were on before, this past Friday night.
If you had to have a game like that, you'd want it to come in the regular season, not in the playoffs,
right.
So you can get ready to make a run for that state championship, which is the ultimate goal for every team, especially here every season. Ash really came out it was kind of a juggernaut team, a team that's been building, had some very talented young men. JT Lindsay is a real deal, a young quarterback that was good. You did get his first pick, intercepted him for the first time all year.
Yeah.
I mean, a few of the highlights from our side of things. But Ash, the faithful down there was a great atmosphere. It was playoff-type atmosphere. It had been raining right before. It rained a little bit during, and it just had it was that type of atmosphere.
Right.
And definitely congrats to the Ash Trojans for winning District 2 5A. And good luck on their side of the bracket
no
moving
doubt.
forward.
And,
Coach Bachman, and that crew.
Yeah, and, I mean, you got to tip your hat and give credit where credit's due. And, they've got a fine football team. And they executed, we didn't. And any time that you are able to do that, you got a great chance of winning. And sure enough, we didn't execute good enough, and they executed well. And so, hence the outcome of the ball game. But, I think what we have to do moving forward is, get back, and that's what we've done, kind of get back to the basics and do some things that we hadn't done in a while, and that's what we've done the last couple of days, and we're going to continue to do them the rest of the week, and then we'll move on from there.
Well, despite the final score, there were a few highlights, so let's jump into them right now. We'll start off once again. It's good to see Robert Graves III back in that lineup, and that's a big play.
Yeah, it was a huge play,
Lindsay.
and of course Robert. He's got the capability of making those plays for us, and there he is again. And obviously we missed Robert. He got that stinger going in the course of the ball game, and and then had to come out and didn't play very much. But again, it's hey man, next man up. Steven came in, did a fine job. He gets the interception down in the red area here, and
we'll see that later on.
Later on, and so. But he's a very capable football player. Just that, Robert has a knack for doing it, and he's done it longer, and, he's able to make a bunch of plays for us.
He made that one right there. Same drive here. You're trying to keep the Trojans out of the end zone. Brody Watley has a nice little job.
He did. I mean, big play there. You know, he comes inside the tight end there on a little what we call a knife, and he knifes in there and tackles the back for a loss. And you know, I mean, you got to give it to him. I mean, we didn't. We had some guys that played good.
Yeah.
You know, and so I mean, you know, it's not all bad. Not everything that happened in the game was bad. I mean, you can go back to 3 or 4 plays in the game that changed the whole ball game. But you can do that in a win. You can do it in a loss. You can do it any time. And so, you know, what we have to do is capitalize on the things that we did good and then correct the things we didn't do so good. And that's what we're back doing.
Yeah. Next up is Cam Raleigh with a nice read on the screenplay.
Well, you know, the thing about it is we knew one of the things that they like to do is run that cross screen with the tailback. And, you know, it was a situation where, you know, in this very down and distance, matter of fact, we had worked it during the week, and, you know, they just did it out of a different formation during the week. And, you know, Cam does a great job, him and Jaden Reed right there, both of them, and, you know, able to sniff it out. So, again, execution. We executed the play. We executed the defense. We get off the field. And that's the key to the game. You know, that's the key to winning.
You get the ball back, I believe, on that drive.
Yeah, we did.
And then it's 14-0 at this point, and then you have a nice gain here. Parker hits Caleb.
Right.
A nice game.
Yeah, and, you know, again, we had some good plays in the ball game. This is right. It's 14-0. It's right at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
You know, we put a nice drive together right here. And it's a nice catch and run, by Caleb and Parker. Nice throw right there in a little bit of traffic, but, we get an opportunity to make a big play.
Yeah, you get that one. You take a shot down the field early in the second quarter. And here's another huge catch by Trendon Dumas.
It is. I mean, you know, he just continues to do it week in, week out. And, you know, Parker lays the ball out there well for him, and Trendon just laid out and got it. And big play for us, you know. And it's when we really needed to play. It's, you know, it's 3rd and 13 or 3rd and 12, I think, at this particular time. And, you know, he makes a heck of a throw and a heck of a catch right there. And, you know, and we're able to get the ball down there on about the 2 and stick it in. And, you know, it's 14-7. So, I mean, as bad as we had played –
You're in the ball.
Here we are. We're in the ball game, you know, and, you know, then we come back down and have another opportunity here in a minute. And, you know, we don't capitalize on the opportunity. And so, again, when you do, then you change the whole complexion of the ball game.
That's right.
But, you know, we didn't do it. And, you know, that's the way she wrote.
That was
the way it was. Yeah, that was kind of the story of the whole thing.
You know,
we get a big third down. We got a big third down. We're going to get a third down stop, you know, on the very next drive. You know, it was 3 and out, two drives in a row. We just missed the tackle. You know, Robert slips down, misses the tackle, and they turn it into a big gain. And, you know, we got him tackled for a loss, really.
Yeah.
So, again, you can just go back to play after play after play about what was done and what wasn't done. And, you know, it just, you know, I guess, you know, when you watch the video, it's just kind of a frustrating deal to watch it. It was very frustrating to watch it live, and I know it's frustrating to our players. But again, this game of football, there's you know, momentum swings all the time, and you got to be able to handle the momentum swing, and you know, you got to be able to have some perseverance and some toughness about you, and you know, we got to be able to do that.
Here's that pick that we mentioned earlier. Stephen Hanlon steps in front of one from Carson Sellers.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's big because we'd just given the ball up in a short field, and you know, they got it down there, and Stephen does a good job of rolling back underneath that. And, you know, that's the thing that, you know, he has good eyes. We're in zone coverage right there, and he has good eyes on the quarterback, and, you know, he's able to throw it. He throws it right to us, you know. And so, again, we get the ball back, and we turn around right there and drive the ball down the field and miss another opportunity right there to make it 21-14. So, again, it's all about the momentum swings in the ball game, and they come right back down in the 40 seconds on the clock and score on us. So it makes it 28-7, and, you know, it just –
It kind of got –
it just turns into, you know –
You got to play catch-up.
Yeah, and you don't do what you do, and you don't play like you normally should play. And so, I mean, just a frustrating night. And like I said, you know, I got to do a better job of getting our guys ready to play. And, hey, there it is.
A few more highlights here. This time it's Juju Burns with a nice pass breakup as Sellers was trying to take a shot downfield.
He was, and, good job by Cam, too, on the coverage. Knows he's got middle of the field safety help, and, Juju was there, and Cam's doing a good job of squeezing the route because they got in a condensed formation on us, and, he had to squeeze back to it. He's playing deep 130. He does, bouncing off Juju on the tip. So, again, execution of the defense, execution of the offense. It comes down to, it comes down to that.
Execution.
There it is.
Here's a nice gain by Jalen Nichols as you're trying to kind of get back into this thing.
We start the second half out, and this is starting the second half out right
here.
You
see it's 9. You got the safety, and you get the ball.
You take it down and you score it, and it goes 28-16, or if we decide to go for 2, it goes 28-17. But, at that particular time, I wasn't chasing points, so it was going to be 16. And the thing about it is you put that drive together and, we get down there and stumble and bumble around, and we don't get it in there. So, a nice opening drive in the second half turns into nothing.
And late in this one, you go to Brock. You go the senior quarterback here, and it kind of brought a little spark in there, adding that little extra added deal, running the football, and then he makes this was an interesting play as he was looking for Trendon, and it bounces off him, and Campbell's there, almost takes it in for the score.
It's the one thing we feel confident when Brock goes in the game. I don't think there's any reason why we shouldn't. He's a very capable football player, and that's another reason why we tried to play him early in the season, in meaningful minutes in the game. And so if we ever had to put him in, we would be sharp just like he is. And, it's a nice job by him of buying time and getting the ball down there and giving us an opportunity right here. Even though it's late in the ball game, doesn't matter. Still our offense is trying to move the ball and score, and just like we're on defense, we're trying to stop them. And so,
Trendon was kind of shaken up on the play, but I think it was just from a hit and the end of the.
He got whacked pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
He did. And so, and that's too. You just got to make sure that we get the right guys on the field at the right time.
Well, and here's our final highlight right here. It was Nichols making it 42-16. Nice, tough run from your senior.
Yeah, and hats off to Jalen. He was our player of the week. And rushed for 90 yards, and, it was 90 tough yards.
Yeah.
Too. And, my hat's off to him. He's coming off the old ankle and, trying to get him ready to go last week. And he did a great job in his prep before the game. And it showed up in the game, and so I think that's important. We've stressed that extremely hard this whole week, about how our preparation is going to be moving forward. And so I think you'll see the football team that everybody wants to see when we line up and play from here on out.
Yeah, and, final score 42-16, and we'll kind of get into a few thoughts from the season. Here in segment number 4. Yep. But I know when we talk about moving forward in those playoffs, and we'll reiterate this, but you've got a few people here already.
We do, and, I'm very thankful for them. We're very thankful for them. And, Miss Gregory, Miss Rash, Miss Cummings, Miss Jones. Of course, Linda's not here tonight, Miss Hart. Very thankful for them. They do a great service for us. They do the tickets for us for all season long, and for nothing. You know, and so we're treating them to supper tonight, and that doesn't even attempt to pay them back for the hours that they spend. I got one of them shaking her head at me right now. Yeah. It doesn't even attempt to pay them back for the hard work that they do and all the work that they put in and the time they put in for us. and we're very appreciative of them and what they do. And, I couldn't be happier to feed them a supper.
Well, it takes a lot of people to run a successful program.
Oh,
man.
man.
And it takes some great volunteers, and you got a good group
We do.
of back there that do handle the ticket stuff. So obviously thank you for all that you do. And
absolutely.
Hopefully they got a few more weeks of work
Yeah.
coming up in front of them.
We're planning on seeing if we can get some work out of them here for the next month.
Yep. So we'll definitely do that. All right. It's going to wrap up our first segment. That first segment was brought to you by our good friends at H. Michael Sports there on Forsyth in Monroe, and Eric and Holly and the rest of the crew up there at H. Michael's. You're from around here. You know where to go for all of your sporting goods needs. Always check H. Michael's first. We definitely appreciate their sponsorship of Tiger Talk. Okay, when we come back, we got Jason Dunavant, JD.
Yeah,
sitting
wow.
here and with us. So
Get ready. We got entertainment coming.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know if we'll talk
Plenty
about
of it. You ain't
athletic
gonna tell 'em what you'll
training
talk about.
or whatever, the annexation of Puerto Rico. But we'll figure it out when we return here on Tiger Talk. We're live from Melvin's. We'll be right back.
Taco Bandito. Our cooking and service is speedo at Taco Bandito.
Taco Bandito on Forsyth Avenue in Monroe and Warren Drive at Cypress Street in West Monroe.
Imagine a world filled with love, laughter, and happiness. At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we believe in the power of kindness. Inspired by Tarver's joyful spirit, we spread smiles through random acts of kindness. Join us in making the world a brighter place. Visit TarverBraddockFoundation.org to learn more and make a difference today. The Tarver Braddock Foundation. Share a smile, spread the love, and thank you for your support.
In today's real estate market, you need an experienced team to navigate your buying and selling decisions. I'm Misty Hodge with Keller Williams Realty. Let my group use their combined 45 years. We know purchasing or selling a home can be a stressful experience, but not when you choose the Misty Hodge Group. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, give us a call. 318-348-5945 or go to mistyhodge.com. That's MISTIHAJJ.com. We support this community, and go Tigers.
St. Francis Health, official healthcare partner of the Neville Tigers.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nukes, we love to share great food, to delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
Lily Joyce, Neville Class of 2024. I drive a Nissan Rogue from Sparks. Go Tigers.
Vincent Ware, Class of 2000, Sparks Nissan and Kia Sales, Maxima Driver. Go Tigers.
Kenya Dawson Bennett, Neville High School, Class of 1993. I'm a proud Nissan Murano owner from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers.
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
The only place you'll see some attorneys is on TV. But what about the grocery store or a local ball game? Or what about here, meeting you face to face? When you're hurt in a wreck in Northeast Louisiana, call Creed & Creed. Catherine and I and the attorneys at Creed & Creed live in and stand up for injured people in Northeast Louisiana. Trust local. Call Creed & Creed today. We're proud to be your local injury attorneys. Remember, Creed & Creed is all you need.
The Cartown family would like to wish the Neville Tigers a victorious and healthy playoff season. Go Tigers!
Cartown Tigers! Cartown Tigers! Cartown Tigers! Cartown Tigers! Cartown Tigers!
Origin Bank and Fourth Insurance are proud to work alongside the Neville Tigers to enrich the lives of the people in our community. Together, we're supporting the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum to help give children a safe and healthy environment where they can play, learn, and grow. Our community is filled with bright young minds and people who are passionate about seeing them succeed. Thank you to Neville High School and the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum for continuing to shape the future of our community and to invest in the children whose origin story begins in Monroe.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community, as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor, or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
I'm Dr. Bud Woodrow, and here at Shell Chiropractic, we offer non-invasive spinal decompression. If you or a loved one suffer from bulging herniated discs, spinal stenosis, or even sciatic symptoms, I encourage you to give our office a call here at Shell Chiropractic.
Oh, now we're back.
And welcome back as Coach Jason.
I'm not calling plays anymore. No, that was it.
Jason Dunavant, JD, head athletic trainer here for Neville, practicing his play calling abilities because I think Coach Collins just gave you play calling for this Friday night.
Yeah. No, he was saying you want to take responsibility for last Friday night.
No. Okay. That would clear that one up. And,
I'm good.
We definitely
stay in your lane. Know your role.
Yep.
Know your limitations.
It's always great to see you, JD.
Great to see you,
especially as we broadcast to the World Wide Web and also all the radio listeners out there on Sunday 98.3.
That's right.
Hey, before we get deep into this, it's kind of Shell Chiropractic is our segment sponsor here, as Dr. Gigi Grant and Bud Boudreaux there at Shell Chiropractic on 165 in Monroe. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
JD, I'll ask you, I come with the hard-hitting questions first.
Go right ahead.
Okay, so you're packing up, or you got everything to go down to Alexandria. It's going to be raining, a rainy deal. What is anything change in the athletic training room when there's going to be weather involved?
Oh yeah. There's all kind of stuff. So again, you gotta prepare for the balls. Number one. All right.
Yeah, that's correct.
So we've got this thing where
got to keep them dry.
Yeah, Tommy Aiken's got this special concoction of cornstarch and something else that we've got to get, and
it's completely legal. I mean, it passes
it's
all.
Very nice.
Tests.
I love
that's
it.
correct.
I think it's most of it for Tommy. Tommy's getting older. I think he rubs it on his knees or something like that. I'm not real sure. But, he rubs it on his knees. That's real nice, and that kind of helps him, grip the ball, that kind of thing. And we got a bunch of towels. You got to carry extra towels,
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Got to keep the balls dry. Got plastic bags, all kind of stuff so that you can keep the balls dry, that type thing. And then, again, and then just make sure that, the head ball coach has – enough rain gear so that way he doesn't get soaking wet.
That's
right.
That's
the big thing. Yeah,
that's right.
No, really
you got to
prepare
him for the interviews at halftime and post game.
Yeah, the primary responsibility is not the assistant coach or offensive coordinator, head ball coach.
That's right.
Keep the head ball coach dry.
That's right.
That's right.
And he's got the nicest hair on the sidelines, right? And it's always in the right spot.
Yeah,
so,
he's got that great Nick Saban hair, don't you think?
I think so, yeah. It's wonderful.
A lot of things. You don't know what really he learned at LSU in his time there, but Aquanet is one of the secrets. Aquanet is one of the things that he picked up.
I would like to say that it was Coach Collins' decision to put JD here on Tiger Talk with us.
This is it, by the way. It'll never happen again. Never happen again, and I'm okay with that.
We've got 15, close to 12 minutes at least that we've got.
I will
to
say
talk
this.
to
Let me speak highly again. Coach Saban is from Virginia, and he does color his hair. Coach Collins does not color his hair.
No, he does
not.
not.
That is all natural.
that is
and
right.
That's why Miss Terry loves him, because all that's natural, and the gray is the gray on the side. Right?
That's right. That's right. It is in.
That's it.
It is ingrained in that deal. All right. Well,
actually, the hair is too afraid to turn gray because it's going to get yelled at, and so that's why it stays that color, because his hair is afraid of it.
Okay. So, as let's talk about your training staff. I know you got a group of dedicated students that help you out each Friday.
Yeah, certainly.
Right,
and again, let me start with Dr. Sermon, Dr. Casey Sermon, Orthopedic Clinic, does a great job. Robin does a great job as nurse, keeping him in order, and then keeping him on, and then also his wife, because again, his wife does a great job keeping him in order, making sure he knows where he's supposed to go, and all the 72 kids they've got, or
That's
14
right.
kids, or whatever. I'm not.
There's
really
a lot
sure.
of sermons.
A lot of sermons out there. Okay. And, again, you got a lot of
more
really
sermons than a preacher.
Yeah, I know.
That's
There
for
you go.
RB
That's
sitting
good.
here
Yeah.
back in the back.
Can we get a rim shot over there, Will, with that?
There we go.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
No? All right.
He
Well,
doesn't
we
have
tried.
it.
It doesn't matter.
That's okay.
Yeah. So, but again, Dr. Sermon does a great job for us, coming and participating with us, and helping our student athletes remain on the field. And then if they have any questions, again, talking with our parents and making sure our parents understand fully the nature of the situation and what can we do to help them out. Again, we have a lot of student workers that help us, and again, this is stuff that they volunteer and they learn as they move forward, and then they can maybe try to do this at the collegiate level.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the goal for some of these. I mean, it takes we talked about the volunteers and everything else that it takes to help run this football program to keep the athletes on the field.
Yeah.
It's a big group, and it's not only you and the students, but everyone else that tries. It's a team effort because those kids are learning those skills that can, if they want to, move on at the next level.
Yeah, I've always said a football team is kind of like a duck. Like you see the top part, but you have no idea, kind of what's going on, all the little legs that are moving. I mean, Jeff Gregory, for instance, again, we get a text from Jeff, and he's like, hey, we're doing this. Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, we'll do that. And, we pull off, food automatically and drink and stuff like that, and it looks like it runs smooth. And sure enough, Jeff just reminded me about 10 minutes before, and we got it all done, and it just looks as smooth as can be.
Yeah.
It
just shows up.
Yeah, just kind of gets there. So, and then, whatever Will does over there for us, I'm not.
Yeah, well, and we're going to talk with Jeff here in our next segment. But another experienced athletic trainer. I mean, he cut his teeth at LSU before coming up here.
Definitely. Yeah. And it's great to have Jeff around because, again, it's another set of eyes. And when he's not doing his operations thing, he's able to help us tape and do things like that, and that's really, really good. And again, Jeff has a prior history of being an athletic trainer, student athletic trainer, has a national championship from LSU, and then again, Jeff has done something that I've never had to do, and that is utilize an AED at a practice time.
Yeah.
And thanks to his speedy efforts and the know-how of utilizing an AED, he saved a kid's life.
Yeah.
And
something that everybody needs to be trained to do, but nobody wants
to ever have
That's
to
right.
do. And Jeff had to do that. So kudos to him for stepping up and answering that call. That's great.
And part of the thing that you're doing, after Friday night, you got some kids banged up, bruised, some minor injuries. Talk about that week after, like what you do to help the tools that you have at your disposal to help keep those kids or get those kids back on the field and back healthy.
Yeah, so we try to get them. We try to get them up there on Saturday morning. The orthopedic clinic does a great job. They have a morning clinic. Morning clinic from 8 to 10. So if we need X-rays, we can get them done that morning. If we need to get seen, we can get seen that morning, and that's really beneficial for us. So that's a great service that the community provides to us. We've got ice baths and ice tubs and this and e-stems and game readies and all kind of tools that we can do to try to get them there. The important thing is that they need to understand and feel confident in themselves that A, they're getting better, and B, that they see results that they're getting better, and that goes a long way. It really does.
Well, and all of that compiled with everything else that you do.
Yeah.
I mean, teaching. You've got a few classes there at the schoolhouse, and then come over there. I mean. Let's kind of talk about what are you teaching?
Yeah, sure. So I've got 3 emergency medicine classes that we teach, which is great. because I've always been passionate about emergency medicine and the resources and the tools to do that, because anybody can provide help, right? Any bystander can learn CPR, or, in this day and age, if there's a gunshot wound, Lord forbid, at least you could do is apply direct pressure.
Yeah.
Right? And those are simple things that our kids need to know as they move forward in life, about what those simple things that they need to do to kind of help somebody. And that's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We have a little phlebotomy course. We have an EKG course that's included in all that stuff. And so we're really teaching and trying to find kids things to do after high school.
Yeah.
And so you have some people that are really interested in this phlebotomy thing, and you have some kids that are really interested in EKG and cardiology type knowledge.
Yes.
And so that kind of directs or steers them in a certain area. And that's really good to see.
It is good to see, as providing that deal and opening kids' eyes to maybe opportunities, other things that they might not come up with on their own. It's definitely a good thing. Glad that that's going on there at Neville. All right, so last week or whenever we were talking about the LOPA, we got the ball coming up in February.
Yeah.
And you're the king.
The king of the ball of LOPA. So
that's right. Well, and one of the reasons, if you don't mind us talking about it, one of the reasons is because you are awaiting a kidney transplant.
I need a kidney. So I have end-stage renal failure. I did not know I had end-stage renal failure until I knew that I had end-stage renal failure. Right? So it's always one of those things where you don't really know what's going on until you're unconscious, and you wake up and you look around and you're like, what are all these people doing in my house? Why am I on my kitchen floor?
Yeah.
And that's kind of the thing of, I'm in trouble. And he starts telling you, what your blood sugar is 22, and your BP's 220 over 189 or 192 or something like that, and that's not good.
No.
And my kidneys are done. They're shot. So I actually do, and I'll go home and do it tonight once I get off. But I've got home hemodialysis that I do at my house, and I have to clean my kidneys about every night to every other night. So 4 to 5 times a week. I have to clean my kidneys, and it has taught me patience, right? Because and perseverance, because you just have to do it.
Yeah.
The old suck it up and do it. That's what I have to do.
Yeah.
Right. So you can look at a 15 gauge needle and you got to say, "Suck it up, son." You got to stick yourself, and you got to get that machine rolling.
Yeah.
So just shut up and do it.
Well, and it's definitely a fight and a battle, and that's what this Crew to Life is for. It's coming up in February, I believe, February the 11th. If my day, there it is, there. It's a great picture.
Thanks.
I like the tuxedo.
You like that?
I did.
It's my Tinder profile.
That was a nice touch. Right there. There
it is.
Right
Thanks for zooming in. Why don't you put my phone number in there, Will?
That's the only time I've ever seen you with those glasses on. I don't know if that was a glamour shot.
Yeah, it is. It's glamour shot.
Yeah, went to the mall.
I like that.
And that was.
Why is Miss Cummins writing down my number? Miss Cummins, don't write down my number. What are you doing? That's very unprofessional. I don't date people at work with. All right, I'm sorry. It's a strict rule. I have an ethical boundary I will not cross.
Well, it's a great cause. It's a great evening. It's a fun event, and it's all that stuff.
But Mickey, if something happens to your wife, just let me give her a call. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Something ever happens to you, let me know.
So,
all right.
There's the Ochsner Transplant Institute for livingdonor.org, and you can get information about being a living donor as well.
The funny thing about this is that that thing ran near the thing, and I get this phone call from Michael Harvey. Is like, "Hey man, I didn't know you needed a kidney." And I thought to myself, "Do I really want Michael Harvey's kidney?"
I don't know. I mean,
And then I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'll take anybody's kidney."
That's right.
All right. Yeah, Mike, go ahead. Hit that QR code, player.
So, well, look, JD, always a pleasure when you come in and join us.
Thanks, man.
It was definitely a great interview, and obviously, we're definitely looking forward. Been praying for you for a long time.
Thanks, man.
And
I appreciate it.
we appreciate you coming through, and hopefully.
It's all going to work itself out.
That's right.
And we'll get this
And thank you for all the work that you do, that you put in at Neville High School. It does not go unnoticed.
That's fine. Stop.
Yeah, there you go. All right, that's going to wrap up this segment. We'll come back with segment 3. We'll bring Coach Gregory in, which it's going to be it's a tough room. He's going to be a tough guy to follow. We'll see what we got.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah, we've got some stuff to talk about. So we'll stay tuned for that. We'll be right back with more Tiger Talk right after this.
Thanks, man.
For over 140 years, football has been America's favorite pastime. Jim Taylor Buick GMC understands the importance of keeping traditions alive. Cheers may change, mascots may change, rivalries may change, but one thing remains the same. The best seat at the game will always be the tailgate of a vehicle from Jim Taylor.
Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities, too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football.
Everyone deserves a beautiful smile, and at Caples and Robinson Orthodontics, we're here to help you achieve just that. Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson have over 50 years of combined education and experience and use advanced modern technology to provide high-quality care for all of our patients. We prioritize outstanding customer service and work hard to make every patient feel comfortable and confident in their treatment. Whether you're a child, a teenager, or an adult, we've got you covered. So why wait? Call us today to schedule your appointment and start your journey towards a beautiful, confident smile with Caples and Robinson Orthodontics.
Imagine a world filled with love, laughter, and happiness. At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we believe in the power of kindness. Inspired by Tarver's joyful spirit, we spread smiles through random acts of kindness. Join us in making the world a brighter place. Visit TarverBraddockFoundation.org to learn more and make a difference today. The Tarver Braddock Foundation. Share a smile, spread the love, and thank you for your support.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizzas, 9, 12, or 14. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta rolls. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the Subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Hey, Tiger fans, craving something delicious? Swing by the Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe for the ultimate drive-in experience. From classic burgers and crispy tots to slushes and frozen treats, we've got it all. And here's the best part. We're proud to support Neville High School athletics. Whether you're fueling up after the big game or cheering on our Tigers, Sonic is your go-to spot for great food and community spirit. Come see us today, where every order supports our local champions.
Catherine Joyce, Neville High School class of 1998, Sparks customer. Go Tigers!
Amaya Dawson, Neville High School class of 2019, owner of the Nissan Sentra from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Will Shelby, class of 97, Sparks GM, Titan driver. Go Tigers!
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see him in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight? We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
All right, welcome back as we return for segment 3 here on Tiger Talk. Segment 3 brought to you by Walk-On's Bistro and Small Sliders over there in West Monroe. We appreciate their sponsorship here on Tiger Talk. Well, Jeff, as we welcome in Jeff Gregory,
thank you.
Director of Football Operations here at Neville High School, and we were glad to sweep JD off right there. He could have gone on for hours.
He's a tough act to follow.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you had to follow anything.
Please don't sign off before we finish it. may bore you to death after JD.
No, but Jeff, I mean, we were talking earlier today. I mean, I see you a lot because we kind of share the same space a little bit down there underneath the stadium, and
the old Rupel apartment.
We're in the Rupel apartment down there as well, and sometimes it feels like you live down there a lot. I mean, it does have a couch.
The nature of the job is you do stay there a lot, but yes,
that's right.
Will's got a nice homey couch in there. So,
but Coach Wise retires and moves on, and quick shout out to Coach Wise. Congratulations on that win.
Keep it going, Coach Wise. Yeah.
Riverfield, but you move kind of from off the field, from an on-field role into the director of football operations. Talk about, that transition and maybe the differences.
Well,
game day.
Gosh,
differences.
It in a lot of ways it's night and day, and other times it's just like being in football.
Yeah.
You're around the same kids, around the same coaches, and traveling, doing everything. It's just it's a different role. It's kind of a unique role. I guess it's fairly new in the world of football as we grow.
In high school, at least in our program.
Yes, exactly. In college ranks and pros, they've got teams that do these things. Gosh, I've been at Neville for 20 years. This is my 20th year at Neville.
Yeah.
And the things that had to be done back in those days. It's not like it's changed. It's just gotten more involved. You think about. The way we travel, where you used to kind of throw bags on a bus, maybe a truck or two. We graduated up to a trailer. Now we drive a U-Haul. We run a U-Haul because we've got so much equipment. The scoreboards, we went from a few lights on a scoreboard to a jumbotron, and our on-field communication. We go from, the old days of scribbling on a dry erase board or chalkboard.
Yeah, they're tying notes to pigeons.
Now, exactly. Yeah. Now we're dealing with, almost an instant replay, from a drone.
Exactly.
So we're flying a drone and sending that stuff. So, operations is really just trying to keep everything in line, keep everything running. Like I've told people before, they ask, well, what does that mean? So, all these jobs that need to be done and nobody really wants to do them, but they have to be done. That's what I do.
That's what you do.
That's why Will and I are there. Is to try to take care of those things. And really, going back to the way it's changed over the time, with Coach McCarty he was head coach when I first got there and for a long time. And, so many things have been added to that plate over the years. We used to kind of handle it. Coach would say, divvy out some jobs, and things still get done like that. But it's just become so much that
it needs somebody to coordinate everything and keep everything
moving. At the same time, Coach Collins and the staff, they still have that fundamental task of actually coaching football.
That's correct.
So if we can, if Will and I can take that off their plates, let them focus on the X's and O's and coaching the kids, blowing the whistles and making the game plans.
Yeah,
that's our role. That's our job. We're there to make things run as smoothly as possible and like JD said, keep things somewhat seamless. Things just kind of magically appear. Well, yes and no. For everybody on the surface, it shows up. But we want it to be that way. We want it to. Last week, gosh, we had a delay getting our post game meal. Leaving Ash, and I'm stressed. And Coach Collins, thankfully, hey, it's fine. It's no big deal. We don't have anywhere else to be.
Yeah.
Traffic was slow getting out of Alexandria, so. But that kind of the first time I realized, gosh, did I screw something up? It was just late getting there. But again, you just want things to run smoothly and do what we can for these kids. Because that's why we're in the business, and we want things to go well for them, and again, give them the best opportunities to play on the field, give our coaches the best chance to do what they do best.
And it's become such a huge role. I mean, with these football programs getting to the level that we try to be at Neville High School. I mean, we do all the fundraising efforts. We do all this extra stuff. It takes a large village and a large group of supporters to be able to do the things that we can do for the kids. And that's what, at the end of the day, that's what this is for.
Correct.
We want to make sure we maintain not only the nutrition of the kids, but make sure that they're fed because their schedules are off, especially on Fridays, and even through the week, making sure practices run smooth. You're up in the booth running the jumbotron to make things stay on time, and it's kind of just like that second hand that keeps ticking all the way around throughout the time that you're at the school.
Yeah. We just if everything, like you said, like a second hand, could stay on task. If nothing falls off the rails, then we've had a good day. And day after day, when I first started, like right in the fall in August, I'd come home and my wife Elizabeth would say, "So what did you actually do today?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, I did A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and none of it's popular, none of it's sexy or anything like that. It's just
right.
This is what I deal with."
Yeah.
And like it's early on, especially, it's 15 phone calls, 20 emails. It's just a lot of coordination. It's logistics, administration. Will does a lot of the admin stuff with the LHSAA.
When we talk about Will, we're talking about Will Anders. Everybody's favorite member of the Neville Tiger.
He refused to get on.
We
film,
offered him a spot right here. A lot of times, he likes to have the Tiger tailgate show on pregame, so you get.
He's
to
playing
see
solitaire behind the laptop.
Yeah, I know what he's doing, but Will wears a lot of hats there. We definitely want to mention him because he's assistant on that side of the.
We're a two-man crew.
That's
two-man
right.
crew.
Mm-hmm. And so let's talk about like average game day. So when we start, because we're crossing paths a lot.
Yes.
On a road game. Okay.
Road games are even more fun.
Even more fun, and we've had a few of them this year. But you get out of class. Because you're teaching. You're over. I believe you're the head of the history and
social studies
department.
I teach a Shelby boy actually too.
You've taught
the
a couple
of them
all. The last one. Well. I think he might be the youngest. I forget about that. I don't have to check with my mom back there.
She keeps up.
But you go get out of there and then you get to the stadium, and what's that game day look like on your end?
Again, very very boring and very to the layman's eyes, but very busy. It's hectic. Just a lot of what happens on a Friday has already been set up. It's just a matter, just like in football. You develop a plan all week. You have a schedule that you keep, and then you hope on Friday night or on Friday afternoon everything falls into place.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of times, as was this Friday in Ash, we had an issue with the equipment truck and getting equipment on the field and getting things set up. By the time we had kickoff, then that's the first time I can kind of kick back and relax and like actually watch the game.
Yeah.
But a lot of times up until kickoff at Evangel, I didn't see the first quarter.
Yeah,
we were dealing with an issue with our playback during the first quarter. I heard all the touchdowns over the loudspeakers, but did not see one of them, and finally got to settle down. But yeah, it's just making sure that the buses are reserved, they're on time, food ready, food cleaned up.
Yeah.
Are we in place? Our cameras set up? Are our communications coaches' communications, the playback stuff? It's nothing that. It's things that have to be done. But
that's right.
Instead of having our coaches deal with that, they get a chance now to do their walkthroughs, to have their meetings, and focus in on the implementation of the game plan and winning some games.
Well, it takes the right person to do that. Coach Wise had been there for a while. He was kind of the first person we put in
Absolutely.
that role.
He laid the path
Neville.
down for
and
me.
then coming in, and we mentioned it when I were talking to JD. I mean, you had some experience in that type of role. I mean, you were with Greg Stringfellow at
LSU.
I
did sports medicine at
LSU
with Jack Marucci and Andy Barker and a bunch of those folks.
That's right.
Are awesome
That's
people.
right. But kind of coming out of that, coming back to coaching and putting, 18, 19 years on the field.
19 years on the field at Neville.
That's right.
And a few more elsewhere.
You miss it any, or is it just a different challenge?
It's a different. I tell people all the time, it's a different kind of work.
Yeah.
Again, being there every day with it, it's not. It's a different element, but it's not something that I miss. I don't have to miss the kids. I don't have to miss the camaraderie with the coaches because I'm there. It's just, hey, I'm running a different road. They're going out to practice. I'm going in the press box. They're going into meetings. I'm going to make 5 phone calls.
Yeah, that's right.
Again, nothing exciting, but again, things that make it run, and so at the end of the day, it's still a very rewarding job because I get to see the success of our kids.
Well, like I told JD, it doesn't go unnoticed. All your hard work over the past 20 years at Neville High School. I mean, you and your family has got a great legacy of not only on the field but off the field work up at Neville High School. And I know everybody in this room, as well as everybody watching and listening, is definitely appreciative of what you do for this program, and I am too. So how about a nice round of applause for Coach Gregory coming in here. I think you followed up JD pretty well.
Wasn't quite as funny.
Did good, but I mean, very informative. All right, we move on. We're going to bring Coach Collins back. We're going to talk about what we've been doing on the bye week, as well as how you can get tickets for the playoff game next Friday night at Bill Ruppel Stadium. So stay tuned for that. We'll be right back right after this with more Tiger Talk.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Are you trying to sell your home and need it freshly painted? Maybe you're tired of the same old colors in the interior of your home and want to update the look. We have the right company for you. Andre Benjamin Painting. With more than 20 years of experience, they're state licensed, bonded, and insured. Whether you're looking to paint a home or a business, they can do it all because no job is too large or too small. Call 318-680-0703 for all your painting needs.
At Marion State Bank, we're committed to the growth of our community, starting with education. From elementary to high school and beyond, we invest in the growth of our students. Because strong roots begin with empowered minds, from local classrooms to high school athletics, and supporting college dreams. Marion State Bank, rooted in education and local athletics. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Origin Bank and Fourth Insurance are proud to work alongside the Neville Tigers to enrich the lives of the people in our community. Together, we're supporting the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum to help give children a safe and healthy environment where they can play, learn, and grow. Our community is filled with bright young minds and people who are passionate about seeing them succeed. Thank you to Neville High School and the Northeast Louisiana Children's Museum for continuing to shape the future of our community and to invest in the children whose origin story begins in Monroe. Tiger fans, come visit Subway Steve, Connie, and Adam at the locally owned Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza at the corner of Tower and Lammy Lane in Monroe. Whether you're in the mood for a fresh made-to-order sub or a hot, delicious slice of pizza, we've got something for everyone. And we're not just about great food, we're proud supporters of Neville High School athletics. So whether you're grabbing lunch or celebrating a Tiger victory, stop by Subway and Mama DeLuca's and tell them that the Neville Tiger Network sent you.
When you choose St. Francis Health, you get easy online scheduling, video visits, and the amazing convenience of MyChart. With MyChart, you can make appointments, refill prescriptions, view your medical records, and even message your doctor with a quick question. At St. Francis Health, we've made healthcare more convenient than ever.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC, it's not about us, it's about you. We know getting the right ride can be tough, but that's what we're here for. That's why we are dedicated to finding you the right look, the right size, and the right feel, all at the right price.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you root for. What unites us is stronger than what divides us. Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe.
At Nukes, we believe in giving you extra. Extra flavor to satisfy your cravings. Extra choices so you can personalize your meal. Extra quality by offering premium protein such as all-natural chicken, shrimp, steak, and Atlantic salmon. Extra service that will make you feel right at home. We love sharing our family recipes with our guests, and that's why at Nukes, we give you extra with every bite.
In life's most challenging moments, we all need a strong team by our side.
St. Joseph Hospice and Stat Home Health is proud to be a part of this community, here for you when it matters most.
From game day to every day, St. Joseph Hospice and Stat Home Health are here to help you and your loved ones get the care and support you need in the comfort of your home. Learn more at thecarpenterhealthnetwork.com.
Together, we win.
Win with the home team, St. Joseph Hospice
and Stat Home Health.
As we welcome you back here to segment number 4 here on Tiger Talk, a bye week edition, playoff bye week, which is always good. This segment brought to you by our good friends there at the Carpenter Health Network, St. Joseph Hospice, and Stat Home Health. All right, Coach, real quick, players of the before we get into the players of the week, we got to talk about. Basketball is cranking up next week. I believe Jamboree is tomorrow. This week, Jamboree is tomorrow night. The guys are hosting. The girls start at 6. I believe they're jamming with Richwood.
They are.
So go out to the Hirsch and be able to watch that. And then next Tuesday, I believe, they crank up at home. Is that what it says on that? Yeah, Tuesday night versus Dale High at home when they crank up the regular season. So go see Coach Lopez and Coach Gimelot and the rest of everybody and support the Neville Tiger basketball team. Also got soccer. I think their home opener next Tuesday night as well.
Yeah, we got
big,
a bunch.
Big day.
We got plenty of
activities
big day
going on
I
Tuesday next week. Okay. Players of the week from last week. Let's get to these guys.
Well, you got Jalen Nichols offensively, and of course Jalen rushed for 90 yards, and it was 90 tough yards, you know. And then Reese Reichert came in and had a really nice game for us on defense, and then Stephon Simmons just keeps improving, period overall, and he did a great job in the special teams area for us, and so really pleased with those guys and in their effort that they gave in the ball game. I mean, that's allowed them to be able to win the awards. And let me say this, Jeff talked briefly. He was very humble about his job and what he does, and I'll say this about him and Will. Things go smooth on game day just because of them. Yeah. And it's a bunch of work. It's a tireless work. It is, like Jeff said, it's mostly work that, 90% of them wouldn't do. Yeah. And very appreciative of that. He was cleaning pigeon nest out of the pavilion, and he won. He did. He beat them, and we got these little beepers in the pavilion now that people don't know about, and they're to keep the pigeons out. And so he went in and cleaned the bird nest out the other day. I saw the big old nest fall out of that thing. I looked up, there's Jeff up a ladder. And so, again, I mean, it's just little things like that. We're trying to make sure that every game day experience is good for everybody, and he handles all that for us. And, he gets all the people griping because they don't have a field pass on, they don't have a pass on, and we move them off the track or move them wherever we move them, and, so he gets all that. And, it's way better now than it was in the early going. It's like anything else, I mean, there was a lot of things that we had to get done before that first one that, good thing Jeff had been privy to, signs and, getting the signs there and getting the stuff up. And, it took a bunch off my plate, and very thankful for that. And then we got JD, he's the town comedian.
Yeah.
And, what did he do, leave already?
He had to go.
He had to go.
Run. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to go do his dialysis.
That's right.
And that's another thing, JD, is the king of the crew of life, and obviously I'm a big person in the crew of life as well. My sister is heavily involved in that area with Leah Lopez, Derek's wife, the head basketball coach's wife, and, great event. Been to it several times, and obviously Jeff is part of that as well. And so, but, the thing about it is JD, again, we had Coach Rash, Bob, before JD, and, he did a nice job as well. And those people never get the thank yous and all that they deserve, for all the work that they do. And there's probably days Jeff would rather be coaching football than he would be doing that job. I can promise you that. But, very thankful for that and very thankful for them. And, again, we'll start selling tickets for the playoffs.
As we wrap up here.
Right.
Ticket sales.
They're all sitting there on pins and needles. Hurry up. Tell me when I got to go to work. And, so.
Sunday from 2 to 5.
Sunday from 2 to 5.
Monday from 2 to 5.
Monday from 2 to 5. And then
at the stadium.
We're skipping Tuesday, going to Wednesday. The first 2 days are open to season ticket holders.
They're shaking their heads on.
Yeah. All of them. You're going to do all of them. Okay, Pam says all of them. So we're going to do all of them, and that way we don't have a big log jam at the end.
Yeah.
And but here's the thing. Tickets are $15, and, for the ball game, for the playoffs. And, we paid $15 at Ash the other night.
We did.
And so – but, not to – try to gouge anybody or anything like that, but the fact is 10% of the top of the gate goes to the LHSAA.
That's correct.
Right off the bat without paying a bill. So, people don't realize that, but, so anyway, they are, and if you're in the box seats, basically the box seats are $120 instead of what they normally are because they're $20 a pop, and we're not charging anything more than what we would normally charge for those. And so, again, trying to be fair and trying to make sure that we can pay the bills because, then the team travel from the opposing team comes out of it and, just so many things. And, again, it's like Jeff's job. Many things people don't realize takes place for that operation to go and be successful. Same thing with ticket prices and why we do it and how we have to do it. So, look, we need to be there.
Yeah.
We need you there. We want you there. It's always great when we go out there and play in front of a packed stadium. It's been tremendous over it's been tremendous all season for us, and especially those last few district games. It was just kind of phenomenal for our players, and that's what we're trying to do, provide them with the best high school experience we can provide them with, and that's part of it, playing in front of big home crowds. And, so we look forward to everybody coming out, and I'll promise you this: they'll
be ready to play.
They'll be a great show for them to watch, and so we'll.
Well, and they will. They've been getting ready throughout this bye week, getting the boys back rolling. A few bumps and bruises. Hadn't had a bye week this season, but we're gonna. And unfortunately, we're out of time here on our bye week deal. So we'll talk about that. First segment of next week is going to be talking about what we've been doing. Over the bye week here. You got to be focused on the Covington Barb game.
Correct.
The winner of that will be your opponent this next Friday night. Stay tuned for that. For everybody that came out to talk to us here and watch us here tonight, Coach Gregory, JD, Coach Collins, Will Anders, and Justin back there in the Sunday 98 Point Studios. Thank you for helping out with the broadcast. We'll see you next Wednesday for more Tiger Talk right here on the network and Sunday 98.3.